Why is gay marriage illegal in Japan? From my understanding is relatively liberal. Japan is one of the most socially conservative industrialized countries on the entire planet. From my understanding is relatively liberal, it is not. Japan is incredibly socially conservative. It's an especially secular society. And from my understanding is relatively liberal. PFFFT. Japan is one of the most xenophobic developed countries on Earth. They're extremely conservative. The nail that sticks out gets the hammer is a common saying. And they've basically idealized the idea of the American nuclear family to a religious extent. To call them liberal is just wrong. I am Japanese. I am gay. And I live in Europe, together with my Japanese partner. There are a few reasons why there is no gay marriage in Japan. The main reason why gay marriage is not legal in Japan is because in the Constitution of Japan, a marriage is defined as a relationship between a man and a woman. Changing the Constitution is not easy, mainly because in the Constitution, that was written also by USA, is another important rule about the Japanese Army, the self-defense force. The last years, more and more cities, prefectures in Japan, are acknowledging the partner certificate though. It proves that someone is in a relationship. It allows a partner to visit her partner in the hospital. Another reason that it's hard is because we use kaseki. Huji. A family register I think is the English name. It's a bit like a Japanese birth certificate I guess. It's not designed to have two same-sex partners. The kaseki is also the reason why a woman cannot keep her family name if she is married. The reason we moved to Europe was because being gay in Japan put me under pressure. Politicians have called gay people a burden to society because we don't have children. Most people say they don't mind gay people, but if it's family, it's different. We are told to fit in. Being gay is not fitting in. I've been told by my younger brother to go back to Japan, marry a woman, give her a child, and if I have need, just go out, have a one-night hookup and get back. In Europe, people just don't seem to care who my partner is. They don't expect me to have a wife and child. I am not seen as someone who stands out. I still love Japan though. Japan is more or less doing things their way. Their progressive isn't the same as America's progressive. They're also incredibly racist towards migrants, and their work culture is anything but progressive. I find it funny when people are shocked to find most Asian counties are considerably more homophobic, misogynistic, etc. than the West. From my understanding is relatively liberal. You don't have understanding. The thing is, Japan and most countries that are not on the West are not liberal at all. You might be surprised, but most of the world, advanced or not as you put it, are conservative in nature. From my understanding is relatively liberal. Japan bans almost all immigration. Japan isn't anime. Because technologically advanced and culturally conservative are not mutually exclusive. TYL that not every developed nation shares Western values. Secular does not imply progressive. It just means non-religious. The Soviet Union was secular. You all seem to be doing a lot of shaming for a subreddit called NoStupidQuestions. While their question may be ignorant, that's the whole point of the subreddit. From my understanding is fairly liberal, and you were told this by who exactly? Just because in the United States we have become more accepting of gay marigay and homosexuality, doesn't mean the whole world has done the same. We got places like Saudi Arabia where homosexuality is even a crime. If you think Japan is liberal, you watch too much anime. Why is such a progressed nation still in the past with this issue? Because it's not. Japan is extremely conservative in all social aspects. It's a traditional family-oriented patriarchal society which prides itself in its culture, social values and heritage. Lineages, bloodlines and family names are also important. Apart from that, they have a low birth rate problem, and encouraging marriages that don't result in offsprings is the last thing you would want to do. Gay marriage being legal has not been around for long. The US only legalized it in 2015. The UK allowed civil partnerships from 2005 and marriage from 2014, etc. Bro thinks a nation is liberal because they make hentai.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.